Let's see. Kind of weird doing this without the kid, but I doubt there's anybody here. Let's see. Trying to pull it up on the TV. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. If you're here in the beginning, I apologize. I'm trying to find where the live stream is. There it is. Pull it up so I can see the chat. However, it is the middle of the day on a Monday, so I doubt anybody's actually here. It is the middle of the day on a Monday, so I doubt anybody's actually here. Mute. Oh, there's all of 1 people watching. That's exciting. I'll hang out for a minute as I take this enormous box of chocolate. See if there's anything in it. Yeah, this is the biggest box of chocolate in the history of the world. Let's see. Chocolate covered peanuts. Alright. I'm gonna get fat eating all this shit. So I got a box in the mail from Aubrey Williamson. When I say a box, I got a big old box. This is that box has got some girth to it, some weight. Holy, 7 whole people. Let's see. Where Little Nobody is not here. She's at her mother's house. In case y'all haven't figured it out yet, I only get shared visitation. Trust me, there's plenty of fucking chocolate in that box for my wife. Plenty of chocolate in that box for my wife. So, Aubrey Williamson, who lives in Kentucky. What's up, Miss Monica? I had an Asian roommate for a while. Her name was Monica. She was a spiteful cunt, that chick. She worked at a bank. Had a boyfriend who she's now married to, who did fracking. No, it's not you. Hey, yeah, no, that haul, I can take the camera. What's up from Oklahoma? No, the wife's not back in school. Today is the, probably the last snow day of the storm. No, I can take the camera over there and show you the fucking haul. Like, dude, it is, today's haul was ridiculous, man. What's up from Connecticut? What's up to Ontario, Canada? I'm gonna have a little smoky poo before I open this big ass box. Little smoky poo. Spokane, Washington. Wow, I've actually got a friend who lives in Spokane, Washington, whose name is Travis Hagen. What's up, Kentucky? But I've got a friend named Travis Hagen who lives in Spokane, Washington, who's actually from Grays Harbor, Washington. That's funny. I lived in the Aberdeen, Hoquiam area in Washington for a little while, but yeah. Yeah, well, you can always watch the live feed and then go back to the video. What's up, Jake? Aren't you the guy that got like 100 subscribers on your channel this week? Which is actually, hey, that getting 100 subscribers, man, when you don't have any is fucking amazing. That feeling that like you've done something and you got like 100 subscribers. Uh, yeah. I remember when I had 26 subscribers. That was on the 22nd of June. On the of July. On the 23rd of July, I did my first dumpster video. And it's weird to think that it's been like less than 6 months. And, my channel's got 1,600 subscribers. Weird. That's funny. This video's already got 2 dislikes. Thumbs up for you fucking assholes that keep giving me the thumbs down. Giveaway, been on YouTube for 3 years. I've been on there for 6 months. Perhaps you just got to address, like, my whole thought with YouTube. I logged out and I looked at it subjectively and I figured out what I could do in my own time. Like what I was like physically able to do, but I could do better. So I watched a bunch of shit and I landed on dumpster diving and I figured out that I could do dumpster diving better than anybody else. And that's all you gotta do. Figure out what you could do on YouTube that other people are doing that's popular, but do it better. Let's see. I got a box. I didn't seriously till a few months ago. Yeah, no, hello from the UK. From the United Cunt, the UK. Blech. Ha ha. It's supposed to be funny. So I got a box. A fan mail box, and I see a Harley-Davidson shirt. Take it, yeah. Find what you can do and do it better. Hello from Georgia. Hey, Jewish redneck prepper. You've been around for a minute, fucker. If you ever want to come to Charleston, man, hit me on the email with a phone number or something if you guys want to come to Charleston. I will, I'll go to the corner and have a beer with you. You've been around for a minute. And again, anybody. You want to come to South Carolina and have a beer. Oh, wow. Look at that, dude. From El Paso, Texas. That's a... And it's brand new. Like that is crispy. That is mint. All right, flip titty. Never been out of Texas. I thought you said you were in Georgia. What the fuck? Hello from Georgia. Now, oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up. So there is a Harley-Davidson shirt from El Paso, Texas. Right up your alley there, Pro Retro Hunter. That's a nice fucking shirt. I will wear that. What do we got here? These shirts are all crispy and new. This is so fucking weird to me. That I've got a channel on YouTube and people send me shit. Like I had to get a post office box. Like I'm just some guy who lives his life and periodically films it for you guys to see. New Hampshire, instead of a beer, how about margaritas? That's fine. You want to come to South Carolina? I'll have margaritas with you. Wow. Barnett Harley-Davidson. There's another one from El Paso, Texas. I would share these with Bubbles. The only problem with sharing these with Bubbles is that he's not exactly a size large. Oh, that shirt is fucking awesome. Will do. Wife goes over to the farmer's market in Columbia. We'll come over to Charleston. Yeah, we're only like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half from Columbia. Yeah, that is a mint Harley shirt that I will wear. The only problem is that I don't have a Harley anymore. I had a Harley. I stay and tumble a lot more. You're a vlogger, get used to receiving packages. Well, we'll see. We'll see if the packages. This box is like 10 feet deep. Let's see. More with sleeves. Wow. Barnett, Harley-Davidson. Apparently they're all from El Paso, Texas, which is awesome. I've been to El Paso, and I could definitely use some shirts with sleeves. Like, that's a... Wow. And I mean, I've bought shirts from Harley before. These shirts, the wife doesn't want to be on YouTube because her job has told her pretty much stay off the internet because the coaches fuck students and have ruined it for everybody. But no, I have bought shirts from Harley before, and I mean, the t-shirts are like 45 bucks, so I would only imagine that this is like a $60 long sleeve shirt. I mean, fuck, dude. It's nice. It's really nice. I would like to go to South Carolina. I'm sure it's a lot warmer. I would like to go dumpster diving with you. I think that would be fun. Well, it's fun, but it's fun and vile at the same time. Another Barnett Harley-Davidson from El Paso, Texas. Look, I needed shirts. I needed shirts bad. Like, wow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And this box is still deep. Let's see. Now I started talking about, hey, great to see you too, Claire Morgan. I had a Harley for a while. I had a 77 Harley-Davidson Ironhead Sportster. It was 1000 cc. It was a 4-speed. It had drag pipes. It had custom paint. Like, that shit was mint as it is, but it was broken all the time. It was always broken. It was a AMF bowling pin Harley. And if you don't know about AMF and bowling pin Harleys and all that kind of nonsense, you should perhaps look it up. The company that makes bowling pins, AMF, and the bowling pin machines, bought Harley for a while, kept it alive. No. Bike was awesome. Nobody makes parts. Another Harley shirt. It says Surf City Harley-Davidson. Wow, Huntington Beach, California. I've slept in the back of my truck in Huntington Beach, California. When I lived in Phoenix, I used to drive out to Huntington Beach, California on the weekends. And I would sleep in the back of my truck. Huntington Beach, Santa Monica, Venice, in which Huntington Beach is actually where Sheep Hills, which is like a ultimate fucking BMX spot. Let's see. What I liked so far today in your haul, besides the stuff, is what you're saying. Without the wife, you wouldn't be able to do what you do. Now, I can't do what I do without my wife. Somebody's got to drive the dumpster wagon. You can't do it alone. You know, and if it wasn't for the wife, I wouldn't be able to go do what it is I do. There's so many new shirts. And they're only new once. Like, once you wash them, they're not new. And I had to educate my wife on that. They're only new once shit. Because one Christmas I got brand new socks. And then there were no new socks. And then we didn't do laundry for like a week. It was like, where are my new socks? They're in the hamper. Well, why are my new socks in the hamper? Because I need to wash. No, you don't need to wash them. They're only new once. New is new. Question. I have seen you drinking this blue drink. I would just love to know what it is. It is blue Gatorade. Should I go get the bottle? Hold on. It's in a cup. 98% of the time when you see me drinking it, it is blue Gatorade. It is G2. I don't like to drink it out of the bottle, so I drink it out of a cup. It's whatever it is. However, when Bubbles and I are sitting out back, I put a little bit of liquid courage in there with it. Let's see. There's another Harley-Davidson shirt. What's the back say? Folsom. Holy shit. Star Trek wine. Look at that, dude. That's a Harley-Davidson shirt from Folsom Prison. And I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps passing. Oh, that is fucking awesome. That may be the coolest shirt I've ever owned. Wow. Harley-Davidson of Folsom. This lady has made my fucking week, my month, my new year. Wow, this one still has a tag hanging on it. Harley-Davidson of Folsom. That's awesome. Yeah, no shit, right? The fucking Johnny, I mean, that's as cool as it gets. Hold on. Gotta excuse the hairiness now. You see, I'm gonna put this one on because that's that cool. Folsom. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Harley-Davidson of Folsom. That is like the coolest shit in the history of the world. Massive thank you to Aubrey Williamson from Kentucky, who sent me this stuff. Yeah. Free the nips. Free the nips. What's on the back of this one? It just says Barnett Harley-Davidson, El Paso, Texas, which is fine. Right a legend. I almost feel like an asshole that I don't have a motorcycle anymore, but I will still wear the living shit out of all these shirts. We got one more on the bottom that looks like some sort of well, it's a short sleeve knit, but it's nice. That's some sort of a knit shirt. Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson, Marysville, Tennessee. Look at that shit. Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the one I'm wearing makes 8. These people at Spider Energy have they haven't done shit for me in quite some time, so I try not to wear their shirts in my videos. At one point, they used to sponsor me. Yeah, they used to sponsor me. Anywho, has anybody got any questions, comments, desires, pepperoni dog farts, stick my finger up my butt before I end this video? Because I'm going to rock this Harley-Davidson from Folsom shirt. But while you got me here, I'm live and all that noise. Well, I guess not. Do I have another smoke or do I leave? That's the question. Well, absolutely. I'll do some more recipes. Little Nobody is good. She's back at her mom's house at the moment. Ricky is the drunk homeless guy. Ricky he's alive and well. His name is Ricky. I talked to him yesterday and I gave him a smoke yesterday. He's he's around. He's will do. Hello, Diana Watson. And I'll say hello to Mary. May Ross. I can't eat the whole box. Who the fuck are you trying to kid? What's up, Elodie? The coolest thing that I found in the dumpster, because I fucking can, Peggy Scott. That's why I use vulgar language. If you don't like my vulgar language, perhaps you should find another fucking channel to watch. Because I'm that guy. I don't fucking care. Right? What's up from Canada? Yeah, I'm just some fucking dude. Yeah. Just some dude. And somehow people on the old interweb follow my shit. I had the thought that, like, I could almost be the Truman Show, in a sense that, like, I could just put a camera on me live all the time and there would probably always be somebody watching it, but that's not happening. Yeah, it's my fucking channel and I can do the fuck I want with it. You think my language is bad? Yeah, you should go over to Zip Ties and Bias Plies. Not only is that guy fucking hilarious, he makes me sound like a fucking priest. Like, the way that I speak, the guy over at Zip Ties and Bias Plies, man, that dude, and he's fucking hilarious. Scott H. Is that Scott H? Is that Scott Hilton? Was that the model car guy that I met that one time at the model car show at the church? Is that who I'm seeing? Tell me that's Scott Hilton. Fuck yeah. What's up, man? I'm glad you found me. I got a YouTube channel and shit, dude. That's awesome that you found me, Scott Hilton. Hope your back is doing alright with this cold-ass weather we've been having. That guy is a model car legend, if anybody is asking. Like, he's a legend within the South Carolina model car area. And I'm glad that he found me here. That's awesome. If you go and look at some of the model cars that I've built, they're nothing in comparison to some of the stuff that Scott H. has built. Stuck here in the house due to the icy roads. Yeah, I feel you, dude. Sweden, the kids listen and sing to non-censored music played in Burger King's lobby. Come here and you wouldn't... yeah, no. I believe, yeah, that you got 16 inches in Rhode Island. Fucking global warming at its best. No shit, right? We haven't had this much snow in South Carolina for 29 years. I was 7 and lived in Northern California the last time that South Carolina got this much snow, but yeah. It's whatever it is. Fucking global warming. Well, do what you gotta do, Scott. Just take care of yourself. I know you got some health issues, man. That's what it is. Yeah, which is fine. 65 in Texas. Well, it's 60 here in Charleston today. It's been about 25. I hear somebody hot rodding something. It's finally warming up here in South Carolina, which is nice. Sing us a tune. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're a boner biting, ass licking Uncle Fucker. Yeah, that's my tune. Not happening. I think I hear Bubbles' brother driving around outside. Bubbles' brother's a cool guy. Yeah, that's South Park. Anyway, I think this has been long enough. I got a bunch of really fucking rad shirts, dude. Talk about yeah, big fan of the Trailer Park Boys myself. You know what's funny about Bubbles is that Bubbles had never actually seen echoed that throughout the house. Uh, the funniest part about Bubbles is that he's never actually seen until like 2 days, maybe 3 days ago. He'd never actually watched the Trailer Park Boys, dude. He uh he finally sat down, and I don't know what his viewing is. Uh, how much damage due to the Whitmans? Well, not a whole lot. Diana Watson, awesome. No, he had never actually watched the Trailer Park Boys until a couple of days ago. And he sat down and started to watch the Trailer Park Boys, and he finally understands why it is that we all call him Bubbles. Like, that he's got, yeah, granted, he doesn't live in a shed, okay? He's got a house, he lives in a room, but he didn't understand why we called him, everybody in the neighborhood. I wasn't the first person to call him Bubbles, but like he's there and he's got the you know, to his, and the dude is fucking hilarious, and he's got like literally like 9 cats, and he doesn't do shopping carts, but he does copper, he does scrap metal. Rhea P, if you don't know what the Trailer Park Boys are, you need to Google Trailer Park Boys, and you'll figure out what they are. But Bubbles had never actually seen the Trailer Park Boys. And he started watching it, and he's like, oh my god, now I understand why everybody calls me Bubbles. I call him Bubbles, the people at the bar calls him Bubbles, the people in the neighborhood call him Bubbles, because he is literally the real life Bubbles. I mean, I don't know how else to explain I don't know how else to explain it. That he's literally the real life Bubbles. I tried to convince him to like sit out in the yard and talk to me about his cats, because he's a complicated individual. Okay, I don't know exactly what his deal is. Okay, but I interact with him on the level that I have to interact with him on, and he's a great guy. He's an individual that is Q&A with Little Nobody. We ask the questions. Well, I don't know about putting my kid on trial. Anyway, there's something up with Bubbles, but I don't know exactly what it is that's up. But and he's really an acquired taste, and you have to get to know the guy in order to fully appreciate who he is as an individual. And the more you get to know him, the funnier and the better he is as an individual. And it's just, there's a lot of people that may, if we were anywhere other than where we are here in Charleston and in this neighborhood, I'm sure that people might actually make fun of the guy, but I don't, that's not who I am. I try to get to know every person that I interact with on some bit of an individual level, and I mean it takes a whole lot to get me to write you off as an individual. But now he's a cool cat. Like he started out like I met him, and he was cutting the neighbor's yard, and then I asked him how much he wanted to cut my yard, and then one day he was swearing at his weed eater. I'm like, well, hold on now. Let me fix your weed eater. And it started with me fixing his weed eater, is where our friendship started, and it's wherever it's at today. So, but no, he's a cool cat. You just got to get to know him. Let's see. I would like to see you go on the streets and talk to people and get their stories. Well, I've already had that thought. What is this? Let's see. There are people from all over the world watching this. You, Anthony, is that weird? Did you expect this? I never expected any of this shit, to be honest with you. But no, I've already had the thought of going out and trying to talk to homeless people. But the problem is when you put a camera in somebody's face, the person that they are oftentimes goes away. So you have to develop rapport with people before they're going to let you stick a camera in their face, because they automatically just assume you've got a camera and you're going to try to make fun of them or this or that, and they put up their wall. And I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. And like when people don't know you and you have a camera, they just assume that it's whatever it is, and I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, especially somebody who's already in an especially uncomfortable situation. I mean, like I want to, like, there's a YouTube channel, I think it's called like Forgotten People, or there's a guy that walks around, he goes all over the country and walks around and he talks to homeless people. Just curious whether you watch the Chris and Holly show or Tucker Upper or Talk. I don't watch any of those. However, I've seen Chris and Holly and I put them in the same basket as Cray Fam or being I put Chris and Holly in the same basket as Cray Fam for being fucking beggars. And I'm not here to beg money off of you people. And I don't give a shit how many subscribers I end up getting in life or with this channel, with whatever. If YouTube shuts my channel down, I'll start another one, whatever. I'm not here to try to take money from you guys. And anybody who puts up, I had the thought, now don't get me wrong, I had the thought at one point when the old dumpster wagon was about to shit out, but it ended up being, it needed a transmission filter. And I put up a GoFundMe page, and I sat back and I looked at that and I was like, I don't need other people's money that they've earned, that they've, you know, blood, sweat, and tears to get. And so I pulled those videos down, I pulled the GoFundMe down, and I didn't want any part of that. I don't, I don't watch, I really, honestly, I don't know who, I've seen Tucker Upper. Is that the guy that is always driving around in a white van and throwing barbecues and shit in the back of his car? Because if that's who it is, I don't know. I'm sorry that you were homeless from 16 to 22, but I don't know who Taco Stacks. Okay, if Taco Stacks is the guy that throws, but Tucker Upper, the name sounds familiar, and I've probably watched his shit, but I don't know offhand. Because I watched a ton of dumpster diving videos before I made my own dumpster diving videos. Taco Stacks, he's the one with the white van. Tucker Upper does the same thing. He gets barbecue grills and any of that. And I don't do scrap. I get copper for bubbles because copper pays. But I mean, when you think about the fact that steel barbecues, it pays like $3, $4. I don't know what it currently pays for a ton. So I could recycle my truck. Ah, yeah, Tucker Upper, the guy with the, yeah, okay. The guy with the foreclosures, and he throws shit out of the upstairs windows. Yeah, I know who that guy is. When you think about scrap metal in context, that like, I could recycle my entire truck and get like $6 out of it. So when you think about doing scrap metal, I've got so many better things to do with my time. I charge $65 an hour for landscaping services. Or I could recycle my truck for $6. So why would I so much weight, so much shit, and just destroy my truck? I could load my truck time and time and time and time again and make like $15 a day, or I could go out and landscape and make $600 a day. I just don't see the point in doing scrap metal. It's the guy with the white van, his taco stacks, Tupper Upper. Yeah, the Tucker Upper guy. I know who he is. I absolutely know who Tucker is. Watch your go-karting and the snow videos, and I was doing the same thing on a golf cart. Fuck yeah, Scott. But see, I don't sell at the flea market. I'm not trying to sell anything. I don't try to sell anything I pull out of the trash. I pull the copper out of the trash for Bubbles because Bubbles has a porous metals license, and I don't, but I don't need one or want one. But the scrap is just not worth it to me, which is, and I mean, Bubbles is at the point where he doesn't even do big scrap anymore. When I met him, he did big scrap, and he always had a trailer I had to hook up behind my Jeep when I had a Jeep. And you'd hope that the shit wouldn't fall off the trailer between here and the scrap yard. And no, Bubbles doesn't even do that anymore. He does copper. He puts it in a bucket. That's why he likes the Christmas lights and all that. But to be honest with you, I don't know what it would take to get Bubbles to start his own YouTube. And I have no fucking clue what he would do if he even filmed himself, to be honest with you. Yeah, and I don't have a scrap license, Scott. I think that if Bubbles were to start his own YouTube channel, it would be fucking awesome. But to be honest with you, I have not a fucking clue what he would film. Or what he would do, and I feel like I would need to have a login to make sure that everything was properly monetized and it was tagged right and all that kind of stuff, which is just fine. It wouldn't take me but about 20 minutes a day to moderate Bubbles on a YouTube channel. I just don't know what it would be. I'd be afraid that I don't know. I'd be afraid of a lot of it would be him at the bar being overserved, and I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could set one up for him. Well, they may. But the problem is that I don't know that. Like, I love the guy like a brother, don't get me wrong. I just don't know that he would fully understand what it was he was doing, what he was filming, and how people in the... Because people would make fun of him. And I don't want people to make fun of him. I don't want people to make fun of him at all. Because, I mean, he's a cool guy. But there's definitely an option to make fun of there, and I don't want people to make fun of him. Because I feel like the individual that he is now and the individual that he was when I met him are two completely different people. Like, he's come out of a shell that he was in, and I don't want him to go back into that shell. Like, it's... And it would be really hard for Bubbles to ignore the people that spread hate and want to whatever the fuck on YouTube. It would be really hard. And I don't... a lot of criticism that I don't know that he could take. And I mean, you know, he'd be, oh, fuck you, buddy. You know, but I don't think that he would... I just don't think that would be... I don't know. It would definitely be entertaining. I don't think that Bubbles could cope with the shit that you have. I honestly don't think Bubbles could survive the internet. No, I don't think. I mean, there's a reason that I only film him as often as I film him, and I don't. I mean, you know, I don't even. I don't even know where to go with that. Like, he's my buddy. He's my neighbor. He's a cool cat, and I'd like to keep him like that. But I'd like to think that we're like 3 interactions. I mean, this is something you have to understand. Is that, yeah, I could walk to MUSC from where I live, Diana. I've actually ridden my bicycle there. The the friendship, the bromance, whatever you want to call it, that Bubbles and I have at any given time is 3 interactions away from us not talking. Because I could say something and he could take it the wrong way and he could get mad at me. And we're like, literally 3 text messages away from him saying, well, fuck you. And I don't hear from him for 6 months. In which that happened in the last, that's been the last like 8 or 9 months that happened. He borrowed my wife's bike and never brought it back. And I asked him for my wife's bike like 3 or 4 times, and he never brought my wife's bike back. So I went over and took the bike back from him. And from that point, it was he unfriended me on Facebook. It's a delicate situation. We'll just leave it at that. His sanity flip tide. I think Bubbles, yeah, Bubbles is awesome, but I love Bubbles. Everyone on here show him, well, he's not here. And for whatever reason, he can't seem to find his way back to my YouTube channel. I took his iPhone out, and we went to the YouTube app, and I subscribed, and I turned on notifications, and I gave him back his iPhone. He can't seem to find his way back to my YouTube channel, so sadly he won't see this. My husband was there for a heart transplant, still go twice a year. Bubbles is a great guy. I don't think he could take much from crazy folks out there now. And MUSC is like a mile up the road and across 2 bridges and around a corner is where MUSC is from where I live. But I'm on an island. Yeah, we went once. I took him dumpster diving. He's been there to help. Anyway, yeah, no, the traffic. You should live here. If you don't like the traffic just visiting here, you should live here. It's great. The drawbridges are wonderful, said fucking nobody ever. Alright, so I think that's going to about wrap it up. This shirt smells like a dryer sheet. Yeah, the drawbridges suck, Scott. Hey, Scott, quick question for you. I have a Johann Rambler station wagon kit, open box, but it's complete. You got any interest in that thing? Now, I paid $90 for it. Hold on. Hold that thought. right, Scott Hilton. Scott Hilton. Scott H. Look at what I have. And tell me you're not jealous of that. I paid $90 for that because it's like the only one in existence. Got all the decals in a bag, but then there's, like, dude. Now, it's all individually bagged, all the little pieces and parts. It's all there. The Johan 59 Rambler. Hold it closer to the camera. We can't see it. All right, hold on. Yeah. Good stuff. If anybody wants to buy that, I'll take $100 plus shipping for it. Heart attack, taking all my... Oh, I understand, dude. I was just being a dick. Just, you know, pulling out my fake dick to show the world. But yeah. If there's anybody out there that wants that thing, though, I would take $100 plus shipping for that. I would challenge you to find another one. It's all there. Tamara High North, what's up? I'm about to end this live stream, but does that car model have a date on it? Well, to be honest with you, the Johan brand, if I had to make an assumption, probably went away in the 70s, and then somebody brought the name back in the late 90s, early 2000s. If I had to guess, this was probably made in like 1999. It's not a original from the 70s, but this is still one of the holy grails from the era. Well, hello. I'm not famous at all. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was testers. Yeah, you're right, Scott, who brought the Johan name back. But that's still a best of luck finding another one. But, yep. Now, I'm not famous at all, Susan, Texas, but... Hi, Hope. Hope. Maldine. Hope. I hope I pronounced your last name right. But it isn't doing much with it. Yeah, well, hence the fact I paid $90 for that is why. Yeah, he's got the molds, but, you know, sit on all you want. Alright, guys. I think that's going to probably wrap this one up. I'll call you, I hope I got your name right. That's probably going to about wrap this one up. Perhaps I'll take another piece of candy in this monstrosity of a candy box. Let's see. I will have a milk chocolate messenger boy. Not bad. Like I said, Scott, if the world ever takes full circle and you get back where you at, I'll take $100 for it. Otherwise, if and I wish no ill on anybody, if shit goes south, I'll bring it to your funeral. Anyway, yeah, that's a really big box of chocolates. Alright, guys. I smell like dryer sheets. Whew. See you later. Yeah, you too, Scott. Take it easy. Stay warm. Hit me up if you need any kits, right?